You're on a sales call with a potential client. The call feels great. They are nodding, they are smiling. They say things like, "This is exactly what I need. This makes so much sense. I've been struggling with this for months." Inside your head, you're thinking, "Okay, this is going well." Then you share the investment, $5,000, and suddenly the energy changes. They say something like, I just need some time to think, or let me check a few things and I'll get back to you, and the call ends. And you sit there wondering, if the call was so good, why didn't they buy? If you've ever tried selling a $5K offer, you've probably experienced this moment. Most coaches assume the problem must be something like, maybe I need more followers, maybe I need better sales scripts, maybe my audience just isn't ready for $5K. But very often, the real issue is much simpler. Your authority collapses the moment the conversation moves into premium territory. Selling a 300 offer and selling a 5,000 offer are two completely different situations. At 300, people buy faster. At 5,000, people slow down. They observe more carefully. They are not only evaluating the offer, more importantly, they are evaluating you. They are asking themselves, does this person sound certain? Do they feel calm about their price? Do they feel like someone who can lead me? And if that leadership is not very clear, hesitation appears. Authority breakdown is usually very subtle. Here are a few real things that happen. You start explaining your offer. Then you explain it again. And then you explain it in a slightly different way. Suddenly, the sales call turns into a 45-minute masterclass. Your potential client learned a lot, but they didn't buy anything. Another example, you sense hesitation and quickly say, "Don't worry, we also have payment plans." The client didn't even object yet. And now the energy has shifted. Or this one happens a lot. You start justifying the price. Well, normally people charge more for this. You'll also get lifetime access, and I've added 2 extra bonus sessions. So now you're trying to prove the value. But premium clients are not looking for proof, they are looking for certainty. Sometimes the call ends and you think, that went really well. And the client thinks that was a very helpful free consultation. Two completely different experiences. Now, here's where many coaches go wrong. When sales feel harder than expected, the first thing you try to fix is content. You think, maybe I need better content, maybe I need more content, maybe I should try reels, maybe I should try carousels, maybe I should post every day, so you work harder on content. And the content may actually be good, it provides value, it explains things clearly, but if you look at it from a buyer's perspective, something is missing. Ask yourself one simple question. If someone reads this post, will they feel ready to invest $5K with me? Most of the time, the answer is no. Because the content teaches, but it does not establish authority. Authority doesn't mean being loud. Authority means sounding certain. It means you are not trying to convince anyone. You are leading the conversation. When authority is strong, the conversation feels calm. You explain the offer clearly. You answer questions. You state the investment without hesitation. You don't rush. You don't over explain. You don't panic when there is silence. You simply hold the standard. And that changes the entire experience for the buyer. If selling $5K offers feel difficult, it usually doesn't mean your offer is bad, your audience is wrong, or people can't afford it. Very often, it simply means your authority is not yet standardized in your business. Authority shows up in how you position your work, how you talk about your offer, how your content frames your expertise, how you handle hesitation on calls. When authority is unclear, buyers hesitate. When authority is clear, decisions become much easier. At 500, people might buy because they like your content, but at 5,000, they buy because they trust your leadership. That's a very different decision. You can have great content, You can have a great offer, but if authority weakens, the moment the conversation becomes serious, premium sales will always feel harder than they should. If you've already sold offers before, but selling at the $5K level still feels harder than it should, there's usually a structural reason behind it. And authority is often one of the first places to look. Because when authority breaks down, everything else in the business starts to feel harder. Content, sales calls, pricing, all of it. That's exactly why authority is one of the pillars inside the sovereign premium client architecture. So, if you want to understand how the entire structure works, not just one piece, I've done a full walkthrough of the architecture in another video. The video will pop up on the screen right here, and I've also linked it in the description below. Start there because it will help you see how all the pieces fit together.